We're heading into year 4 of Halo Infinite. And this is unprecedented for competitive Halo. We've never really seen anything like this before. We usually only have 3 years in a competitive Halo's life cycle. If you go back to Halo 2, Halo 3, even Halo 5, we only ever saw 3 years, even if the game took longer for the next to come out. And with that, it sort of leads to the question of what can you do to keep the game interesting? Halo Studios believes they have their solution with the spring update. And honestly, I think there's a lot to love about what came out in the spring update. Obviously, we have a new map and mode with Assault and Origin being added, Origin being a remake of a Halo 5 map called Coliseum. They've also updated the maps that already exist to have better jumps and better routes to take. They completely changed how strafing works, so the jiggle peeking isn't nearly as powerful as it was the year prior. And they changed a lot of how the sandbox works. All the weapons that a lot of pro players thought were too powerful have been tuned down just a little bit to put them more in line with what competitive Halo is all about. And I think these are great, and they will keep a lot of people interested coming into this next year. But is it enough? And I say that because look at what we've had for maps and modes throughout Halo. You'll see a lot of common themes, a lot of maps that are still here from year 1, which isn't necessarily a bad thing in itself. But when you take a game type like Oddball, we've never had a different experience for Oddball. We've been playing the same Oddball since year 1, with Live Fire, Recharge, and Streets being the rotation. And I think people desperately want something new. And well, I was thinking about maybe how radical something new could be when I was listening to the Optic podcast about a month ago when Renegade said this.
Like, I'm down to like squad wipe every map.
Yeah,
like,
no, let's just get rid of every
like
map.
every single map start with like 6 brand new maps.
Yeah, like a fresh slate. Just
Like a thrust start even. Like, I don't know. There's something like to make it like feel a bit new and like refreshed. Cause like
I think he's really hitting something here, right? Squad wipe everything. Let's get an experience from the bottom up that's new. And I think there's enough in the scene for that to happen now because of great organizations like Forge Hub. If you guys aren't familiar, Forge Hub is basically a community that builds out new Forge maps for a variety of game modes and actually throws on their own competitions. In fact, there's one this Sunday. Forge Hub is throwing one on LVT Halo. LVT Halo is the home of all these Forge Hub tournaments. Come check it out. And let me show you guys a little clip of what it's like to watch a Forge Hub tournament on LVT Halo.
Level 50 XD roar. And he's roaring because they never saw the icon. All because of now he's continuing to put in work.
Needs to be touched though. Psycho looked like he was next in the line to grab it, and he was taken down. Last shot with the perfect in-case sidekick.
Making this out of them. They're literally being trapped in that white base. Oh my god. Can't be stopped.
Renegade finds the kill single-handedly on the Psycho.
They're taking advantage of it.
With the teammates. You look at the timing there back of lane. Looking to get that melee damage. The double fitters. You're going to be impressed with the shot to the over.
Headshot, but he's probably... Oh,
Look at that Shrinky. Holy shit.
And generally the sentiment of these pro players that play in these Forge Hub tournaments is really exciting. They like it. It's a breath of fresh air. And in fact, they're super excited about some of the maps. Like, take a look at what Spartan had to say about Guillotine Ball. He wants it in the HCS rotation, and he's not alone. We also had Druck from TSM say the same thing. He wants Guillotine Ball added. It's a great map, and you can check it out here on Forge Hub if you ever wanted to play it for yourself. I believe this map is HCS ready, and I believe there's others in the Forge Hub community of, or I should say network of maps that are ready to completely come in to the ranked and tournament experience for Halo. I believe there's enough to completely change how we play Halo today. And I think that's exciting because it's something that's been missing, right? The ability to learn the game again. When you're trying to introduce your friend that's never played Halo Infinite, you have to put them on maps that are where they're playing against the players that have been playing for 3 years straight. It's not fun for them to have to learn how to run a flag on Aqua or to beat out that route or to learn a rotation that everyone else has known, right? They're at a huge disadvantage. And I believe creating this sort of equal playing ground is really fun. And I wanted to show this off real fast. High Gear. It's a map in Forge Hub. Check it out. It's like a remix of High Ground from Halo 3. This is by far my favorite. Warren Paimon made this, and it's absolutely gorgeous, and I'm ready to play with something like this in Halo Infinite. And if you guys ever want to bookmark it, you can bookmark it right from the website. It's really awesome, and that's the big thing that's been missing, right? New experiences. We've been playing the same sort of Halo for a long time now, and even in Halo Infinite, there's a lot of different ways to play. I mean, take a look at this. This is from a clip from one of the Forge Hub tournaments that we did. I love this map, but for one particular reason, right? So something we haven't seen in Halo Infinite happens in this clip.
Work from him to rely on his teammates and not try to make the play happen himself.
Oh my goodness,
How incredible, right? We don't even see things like the lift anymore in Halo Infinite, and they're available in Forge maps for everyone to play. There's also not just new maps in the Forge environment. There's also different game types, right? Stockpile. Something that you see in Big Team Battle hasn't really been experimented with from Halo Studios in the 4v4, but it has in Forge Hub, and it plays really nicely. It is a fantastic way to play. It's fun, and you can see all these maps that were made for it. And Forge Hub, right? You see this prize pool. This isn't for a tournament for people to play. This is because Forge Hub throws tournaments for people to create Forge maps. That's $10,000 that went to Forge creators. And that's why we have so many great Forge maps and community made maps that are ready to take the place in Halo Infinite. These are organizations like Forge Hub that have done the great work. And if you're interested in creating your own Forge maps and potentially making some money, look guys, there's a 2v2 tournament going on right now, and I personally love 2v2 Halo. I'd love to see more maps added to this and get your chance at winning some prize money from Forge Hub. Because right now, I think that this is a time for Halo to be renewed. I'm curious what you guys think, right? Do you think it's time to completely throw everything in the bin and start brand new? Create a whole new experience for Halo Infinite. If it is all Forge maps, I'm totally down with it. I would love some new developer maps as well, but I think people are getting old of playing the same old thing time and time again. Now, don't get me wrong. I think the spring update's great. I just think we can try something a little bit more new and, well, get something really exciting being built here in Halo. And it's also some other exciting stuff I wanted to point out for you guys here today, and that's that we have merch. Check this out, guys. We are officially launching pre-orders for this LVT Halo merch. Right now, we're just getting emails, so we'll send you out a pre-order link when it's ready. But if you ever wanted to help us at LVT Halo, this is one of the great ways that you can do so. The other is by subscribing to the channel. Only 50% of people that watch us actually subscribe to the channel, which blows my mind. But when I think about it, it kind of makes sense because I don't really subscribe to YouTube channels anymore. I kind of just click on whatever they send me. So I understand, but it'd be great to sort of get those numbers up at the end of the day. But guys, what do you think? Like, is this the new way to play Halo? And check out what Forge Hub has to offer. I'm really interested in what the community's ideas are. Are you okay with keeping year one maps in? Would you be okay with completely wiping everything and starting from the beginning? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and come watch on Sunday. The Forge Hub tournament's gonna be absolutely crazy, and there's $5,000 up for line. Come play this Sunday.